Hey all, welcome to ShareTrack. This is Raj here. Guys, you are seeing me too often on the screen these days, especially today because I'm still tracking the QQQ. It's looking really good, and it's very close to our horizontal fluorescent blue line, which I said was our range. So I'm really excited to see today whether it can break through and go above that range, in which case we can say that the QQQ consolidation we started somewhere in September of last year is now complete, and we are getting into the bull track. So there's a bit of excitement in my mind. Let's go and have a look at the TradingView platform and do a total analysis of the futures, indexes, US oil, and the market movers and genomic stocks like we always used to do in our daily update. So let's get into the TradingView platform now. Well, here we are in our TradingView platform, and guys, look at this. We are poised to cross over above 296.41, which is our line of resistance for our channel that I built up here earlier. And we also have a nice cup forming out here. So we have a potential of going all the way up to 325.40 on the QQQ, which is a huge jump, okay? So I'm not yet sticking my neck out there. I'm just going to remove this for the time being. We still don't have a cup and handle pattern out here. We need one, or maybe we did and we missed it. So here is the cup and here is the handle. So if this was the neck of the cup, and then if I was to clone this and put a line out here, then it takes us exactly to where we are right now. So it's neither here nor there. Let us wait and watch what happens today. I have a good feeling that probably we are going to break through this and go above, and in which case this will then become a support and things would look better. But one of the concerns I have here is that we got the RSI almost very close to being overbought, and we have bullish MACD that's a positive. So we'll see what happens. This is for NASDAQ. Now let us just have a quick look at NASDAQ futures. We did not see that before. NASDAQ futures is also positive, and it has gone past one of the resistances that it had out here at 12,168. So I'm going to mark that green. For that matter, let me mark everything else also green, because it's better to have it that way. Okay, so this is all looking good. Futures are up 0.84, so that's great. And remember, today is the Friday, end of the week, and there's going to be options and options expiry and all that happening. Let's look at US oil, which is continuing its path down, but it's still on the bull channel in my books. So I would be really happy to see if it falls down below this. And now let's look at S&P 500. S&P 500 is broken free out of the diagonal line of resistance from the bear channel from before. So it's looking great, and it also has got a cup and handle formation, which we missed. And the cup was here and the handle was here. This portion was the handle. And now, logically, where should it end? Let us just draw a line to the neckline. This, I think, is the neckline. Come on, stay there. And if I was to clone this and move it up, then I'm looking at a target of 417.40. For S&P 500. I'm still not ready to call this at this point of time, so I'm just going to remove it off, but I'll keep the line there to show the neckline. And let's look at IWM Russell Index, and it's kind of struggling against this minor resistance of 189.01. It's at 189.16, so we'll have to see what happens there. Again, there is a cup and handle formation. Guys, everything is looking very bullish to me. Maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know, but it's all looking bullish to me. And we have a resistance out here at 341.37 for our Dow Jones Industrial Average, and we'll have to see whether it breaks through. MACD is looking good. Momentum is also looking pretty good, and the VIX has become very tame. It has come down below the resistance of 18.57. So I'm going to support of 18.57. So I'm going to mark that a resistance. So it's looking really, really good. Everything is looking good. I can't believe my eyes. We still have risks out there. We still have the debt ceiling negotiation going on. We still have the Russia-Ukraine conflict going on, and we still have interest rate hikes coming in. There is going to be a 25 basis point hike at least when the Fed talks to us next time. So all those things are there, but I don't understand why the market is bullish, but everything is looking bullish here, right, to me. And the VIX is looking very benign. And if I was to go to the US dollar index, it's continuing to go down in the bearish channel. This is good for the stock markets because the money, instead of being in the US dollar index, is going to get into stocks and gold and other things. Now let us go and have a look at established technology companies, which are index movers in my books. So we have Microsoft, which has gained 0.24 today. We have Apple, which has gained 1.88% today. And we have Amazon, which has gained 2.97% today. And Amazon needs to plug this gap out here, so there is space for it to go up. RSI is coming very close to getting overheated. Let us look at Apple. RSI is coming close to get overheated. And we have Apple results coming on 2nd February. We have Amazon, which also has got RSI coming close to being overbought. And we have Google, which is also doing very well today, and Google has formed a cup and handle pattern out here. So let us put a target for Google. So let's say this is the bottom out here, and we go all the way up here using this as the neck. And if I was to clone this and pull it up, then I'm looking at a target of 110.24 for Google. I can put my name on that. Let us see what happens. So I'm calling a target of 110.56 for Google. So all the indices are also supporting. Now let's go and have a look at our gold. Gold is down today 0.01%, so it's kind of consolidating out there. It's got a overburnt RSI, so overheated RSI is now cooling down a little bit. MACD is turning towards the bearish side. I think it's a bit of a consolidation, and then it's going to steady itself. That's my opinion. Let's go and have a look at our genomics section, and I'm going to just sort this out so that we have the winners at the top. Fate Therapeutics, which we have not covered much, is doing better today. It's gained 8.68%. And then we have DNA, Ginkgo Bioworks. I've corrected my pronunciation, my friends. It's called Ginkgo Bioworks and not Ginkgo Bioworks, as I used to call it earlier. Ginkgo Bioworks. DNA is up 6.8%, music to my ears. And this resistance out here at 1.82 is now converted into a support, but we have a long way to go. Now let's look at Editas, 4.30% gain. We have resistance at 9.65, which we need to cross in order to make further progress. MACD is looking great. Momentum is also looking great. More progress in front of it. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 3.20%, and it has been struggling with a resistance at 52.13. It's exactly at 52.13. I'm not changing color of the line. I'm not declaring it as a support as yet. Let's see what happens out there. Before I move out of CRISPR, I would say that the momentum is looking good, and MACD is also looking good. So there is nothing to stop CRISPR other than this line of resistance. Then we go on to Intelia, which is up 2.87% today. It's looking good on the charts, and it's done a kind of cancellation of the bearish trend from yesterday. So I just want this candle to go slightly up, then it will cancel the bearishness, and then we'll be on a bullish trend. So that's my expectation out there, and we already had a double bottom, so should be moving up. MACD is looking good, and momentum is also looking good for Intelia. Caribou Biosciences up 3.01%, broken out of the diagonal line of resistance from the bear channel. Momentum is looking good, and MACD is also looking good. More progress ahead. Beam Therapeutics is up 2.23%, continuing to stay on the diagonal line of support. And the news from Magenta that Magenta 117 is being voluntarily put on hold is not causing any stress for Beam. That's a good news for us. And I hope that Beam continues to stay above this diagonal line of support, and in which case it will start forming a new bull channel. The MACD is looking good, and the momentum is also looking good for Beam. Then we look at Allogene, which is up 1.52%. We have ARCG also up 1.54%. ARCG has done a good number out here. And again, I can see a cup and handle pattern out here. And ARCG may bounce very strongly. But because fundamentals are not in support, I am very skeptical about this technical direction. Invite is up 1.42%. We have a cup and handle pattern out here. The handle has been formed. Now it has to go up. If it doesn't, then we will assume that this cup and handle pattern failed. Everything is conducive for Invite. Our MACD is also bullish, and momentum is also above average. So let us see if there is any bad news out there. I don't see any bad news other than January 9, Invite expecting lower Q4 revenue. So let us see what when we had January 9. So January 9 was somewhere out here. So it has not impacted the cup and handle pattern. So we'll wait and see what happens with Invite. Bluebird is up 1.20% and it's got resistance out here at 6.44. So I'm going to mark this as a resistance out here, and this again out here at 6.86 is again another resistance. So I'm going to mark it as a resistance. And our MACD is very weak. It's actually bearish, and momentum is below average. So doesn't look great for Bluebird. Let us see if they have any news. No news after January 19th when they said they have made a stock offering of $6 per share. So I think anything that can move Bluebird up would be news that they have got more SCD patients lined up over and above 40. So that will be one good news. Or they announced that they have received the first revenue from their first paying patient. That's another positive catalyst that could happen. Or they could announce a tie-up with providers for SkySona. That's another positive catalyst that could happen. Or they could announce enrollment of paying patients for SkySona. That also could create a positive catalyst. So everything is there available and waiting for Bluebird. If any one of these positive catalysts did happen, then Bluebird is likely to move up sharply and regain its past highs. That said, let us look at Bio-Nano Genomics, which is up 0.60%. Again, a cup and handle pattern which is petering out. Then we look at Verve, which was up 0.45%. We have a cup and handle pattern which is petering out. IMTX down minus 0.58%. MACD is looking weak and momentum is also looking very weak. Illumina is down minus 0.67%, still being supported by this horizontal line of support at 208.37. So I'm going to mark it as green. I'm just going to make the line a bit thicker so that you can see it on smaller devices. Their MACD is pretty decent, but momentum leaves something to be desired. Even though it's above average, it's flat. It needs to start picking up. SQZ Biotech is down 1.19%, and the MACD is also MACD is bullish, but momentum is weak. Momentum needs to pick up and become above average for SQZ Biotech to do anything good. PSCB is down 1.75%. It's kind of balancing act out here. I think it's consolidating a little bit, but if I was to draw a pennant out here, it would be a bullish pennant. So I need to see some more candles out here and see if the candles respect this bottom line of support. And if they do, then I would say that there's a bull flag out here and that we are going to break out on the upper side. So I'm going to leave this flag out here for right now. Well, friends, that was a quick technical analysis of the whole thing. So to summarize everything, I feel that all the charts are showing a lot of bullishness. We are almost at the cusp of breaking through the zone of consolidation for QQQ. If that happens, then we are in a good place. But when I start looking at fundamentals, it brings me down back again because we have the debt ceiling negotiation going on. That's going to have a big impact. If it gets delayed, it could go right up to the end. And then we have the Russia-Ukraine war, which is going on, which is continuing to put pressure on oil and food. So those things are also going to rear their heads up sooner rather than later. And we still have a 25 basis point interest rate hikes, which is likely to come when the Fed speaks to us next. So all those fundamentals, when I look at them, I feel that there is no reason for us to start moving upward. But market is forward looking, so people probably are looking past the debt ceiling and they are seeing something good out there. But let us take the ride for what it is worth right now. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. This is the third video today. I hope you guys don't get sick of watching me on your screen again and again. And tomorrow onwards, I'll try to be more judicious in how many videos I put up. Thanks and have a great day, guys. Have a nice day. Bye for now.